So moving on, I would like to pass on to our club mentors, DTM and Elysia Teh, to continue on one of the most successful and important series today, the Successful Club Series set, presented by DTM and Elysia Teh. The floor is yours, DTM.
Thank you. Good evening, all the Toastmasters and also all the guests, the VIP district officers. Today, I want to share with you the Club Success Series about creating the best club climate. This one is very important because it is the deciding factor about guests who want to join this club, or also the members if they want to continue, or if they will stay active. Let's go on. The deciding factor based on two things. First is the learning environment. The learning environment is about the vibe. How do you make the guests or our members feel warm at heart? Feel that they want to come back. They want to join this meeting. They have the sense of belonging. How do you create that kind of vibe to inviting? This is very important. It is a deciding factor. The second is member interaction. Suddenly, you don't want to come into a meeting where like quiet, even the fly you can hear, and then nobody talk to each other. Now, interaction, but on this online meeting, how do we interact? There are a few ways. One of the way is you see there's an interaction button or icon. There are a lot of icons. You can use the thumbs up, the applause, and all those things. You can use that. The interaction, you also can, the first and foremost interaction is turn on your video, right? When you see each other, that is immediate interaction. That is the first and foremost support and interaction. You show support. Another very important interaction is listen, look at the screen. Don't just turn on your video and then go on your cell phone or do something else, talking to someone. As a speaker, we can see the screen and we feel it will affect how we feel, how we deliver our speech. Set a good example. Make good impression by arriving earlier. Especially the exco. Arrive earlier, at least 15 minutes earlier. Talk to the guests. Get everything ready. Zoom master, get everything ready. Have your pool ready. Have your whatever setting. If you want to have a breakout room, then have it ready. Everything. Offer assistance. What is that assistance you want to offer? Sometime in the meeting, role players suddenly have some kind of emergency. They cannot turn up. Suddenly, okay, any member who have heard this, the club officer should announce this openly, and any member should offer assistance. Be participative. Volunteering. What is that to volunteer? Toastmaster is teamwork. Especially in a meeting, we all teamwork. We need to work together to make a good meeting. We need to work together to make a good club. Therefore, members, if you are available, if you have the sense of belonging, do offer yourself, volunteer yourself to be a club officer. Experience, learn leadership, supporting. As I say, the first and foremost support is to turn on your video and then listen attentively. When you listen attentively, that is the highest respect, interaction, support you can give to the speaker. Applause at the end of the speech. Use the thumbs up, applause, or physically applaud. You know, in the very beginning, we learned this online language. We use applause, but that doesn't work very well. I prefer to even though you don't hear me, but you see the strength, right? The energy, right? Congratulate. If the speaker speak well, congratulate this person. Welcome guests. First impression is very important. When the guests come into your meeting, they want to feel the energy. They want to feel welcome. Greet them. Exco, pay attention to all the guests, all the participants. See who is the one you're not familiar. Immediately, of course, you want to say, acknowledge those who you are familiar, but more importantly, want to recognize those who you are not familiar. You are not saying, hi, how are you? Are you the first time to a meeting? They feel the kind of energy. They want to feel immediately, instantly. If I am the guest, oh, I will feel very encouraged, very welcome. Encouraged, engage in conversation with them. I know in an open space like this, it's quite difficult to engage conversation. Actually, I have one good idea. The exco can consider it. At the very beginning, you create one room, one breakout room, and have the VPN stand by there. Any guest you don't know, put the guest into the room, have a pre-meeting conversation interaction first. Then the VPN will interact with this person. Instead of in the open space, of course, I can understand that the exco want to also interact with the VIP or with other Toastmasters, right? So also it will be a little, in this open space, it will be quite difficult to interact each other if everybody start talking. That is the problem in online. That is why we need to be creative. We think of something else. We can think of something. We work together. And so, yeah, if you have a room together with VPN, with this guest in that room, they can ask any questions, right? You can talk to them. You can ask, make sure that questions are answered. Befriend them, invite them WhatsApp, add in the WhatsApp. Tell them we want to make friends with you. Invite them to the next meeting. Immediately have your next meeting date on your mind. Remember, our next meeting is when, and then, well, today, I hope you will enjoy it, but our next meeting is this day. We want to invite you now immediately. Members, of course, you are a new club. I wouldn't say that you have to immediately to the, oh, I want to be your mentor, because now you are being mentored. But you can offer help. You can offer help. You can show when you take the initiative to offer help, to ask them, what do you have? What problem do you have? What issue do you have? Do you know how to do the first speech? Do you need help? If you cannot help them, look for your mentor, right? The mentor is also the mentor in everything, even though your mentee, your mentor can still mentor your mentee. We can have a few layers of mentoring system. Somehow, if you take the initiative to talk to this person, to ask if they have any question, if they need help, if they feel comfortable, if they have any question, people will feel that you put your heart in them, right? That make them feel warm. Be considerate. Be considerate is especially for those who have taken up the role player, who are the role player. You know you have taken up this role. If suddenly or somehow you have some emergency, inform the organizer, inform the VPE as soon as possible. Don't wait until last minute and say, oh, I cannot make it. And also, if you know for sure that if you will turn up in this meeting and you are not holding any roles, and then you are not a speaker, you're not an evaluator, you can voluntarily tell the exco or the VPE, say that I will be willing to help if there's any emergency, anyone absent for any reason. that would be very considerate. Don't you think so? So members, you have the value. Every member have the value in this club. Evaluate effectively. Very soon, every one of you can be an evaluator. After you have done icebreaker and then first speech, second speech, and you will do an evaluation project. Then you will learn to do an evaluation. When you do evaluation, be positive. Yes, you want to be positive, but you want to be honest. Don't just sugarcoating. Be honest. Be positive and be honest, and focus on objective. Don't, in Toastmasters, every speech has an objective. Focus, help the speaker to meet the objective. And this is how we learn. We learn by achieving, by meeting the objective, we learn the purpose of this speech. And also think about, talk to the speaker before you evaluate them if you have a chance. As a member, you will have more chance to interact with each other. As an external evaluator, it could be a little challenging. But if you come earlier, of course, both in fact, the evaluator and the speaker, if they only meet here on the online, they can also ask to put in the breakout room so that they can talk to each other. Evaluator should talk to the speaker, ask the speaker, is there anything in particular you want me to pay attention other than the objective, other than the normal evaluation? For example, myself, in my next speech, I have a special request for my evaluator and I voice it out. This is very important. Recognize achievement. I think this is as plain as it says. Anything, we have the best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic. I think this is not an issue, but it will be good to give additional recognition by congratulations, you did very well, something like that, verbal, even though you are not after the meeting. Yes, this is yes, foster camaraderie. Of course, this is the friendship. This is the sense of belonging. We guys have to, the member, I strongly encourage, especially in my club, the members, we don't just see each other in the meeting. We also interact. We connect with each other outside the meeting. With this, I will end my speech. I think I'm right within time. Just create a good club climate. Your club will thrive. Back to you, Han Bun, the Toastmaster of the evening.